Now time for the the Super Famicom games. The first one I'm going to show you is Top Racer. Yeah. It's basically Lotus. Lotus in a different shell, really. Really nice racing game. Not aged great, but the music's still really good on it. But again, that was I swapped that with one of my friends. To be honest, it's extremely cheap. So okay, and then I've got, for that copy of Top Racer, I have got a box for it somewhere, but in one of my moves it seems to have vanished. So I'm not sure where it is, but it's around here somewhere. It'll turn up. Yeah, the next game I'm going to show you is another pretty cracking shooter. This game cost me £4, and it's a Japanese version of Axley. Yeah, again, a lot of hype surrounding this game. Don't like the first level. I really don't like the first level on it. But after that, it's just amazing. Really good. The horizontal stages for me have aged really badly, and I'm not sure they work quite well. But the vertical stages are fantastic. Really good shooter. And the next one I'm going to show you is there we go, Assault Suits Vulcan, otherwise known as Cybernator in the West. I mean, there's no comparison. The cover for Cybernator is not a bad one, but it's so much nicer as a Japanese version. Apparently there's more story in this as well. Not that I can understand it, because obviously it's in Japanese, but apparently there are cutscenes that have been added to this. So I've not quite played this as much as I've played Cybernator yet, so I can't tell you the differences. Now this is a game that I think Old Iron had himself, and it's Super Star Wars. And it has to be said, I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. I love the box art on the Famicom version, Super Famicom version. But yeah, a great game. I mean, it's been criticised for being amazingly tough, and in comparison to some of the later games in the series, namely Return of the Jedi, I don't think it's that hard, to be honest. And here's another trade, F-Zero. I have to say there we go, that's the back of it. There's a little comic book on there. Great racer. I only realised how good it was when I decided to sit down with it one afternoon and basically play my way nearly all the way through the game, opening up the divisions. Fantastic little racer. And I think, as I mentioned earlier, the kind of the guy who I used to go to school with, who moved, and I ended up with some games. There we go. There's Contra 3. Lovely artwork on the box again. And I think you've already seen that I've put this in my my top 5 games of all time in one of the tag videos. Amazing. I still want Super Probotector again at some point. But I think it's gone up in price again. It went down. We were quite cheap at one point, but the price is starting to rise again. So here's another little beauty as well. Final Fight 2. It kind of rectifies all the problems with the original conversion. You can have up to 2 players simultaneous. There are more levels. And it's just a great little game, and it was bloody cheap. I mean, that was a tenner imported from Japan, so really happy with that one. And now another game that I had 3 copies of, but I'm down to 2 copies now. There we go, Super R-Type. Insanely tough game, but as you can see, the art in the Japanese version is lovely. It's not too shabby on the PAL release, to be honest, but it's just that little bit nicer in the Japanese version. Now there's one more game I want to show you that I had forgotten about, and you've seen this before because I've been after this one for 15 years or so. There we go, Gradius 3. American version, didn't get a PAL release, so I had no choice about getting it on Japanese or American. The Japanese copy is quite pretty, actually, has to be said, for the box art on it. But the American version again was cheaper, so I bought the American version, just purely because I think there's more copies of them out there. Yeah, so that's like a little look through my my import games for the Super Nintendo. Now, this isn't a tag video, but if anyone wants to share their kind of import games, I'd be really interested to see either a list of them or a video, a response video or something like that. Again, no one's obliged to do it, no one has to do it. I'd just be quite interested, that's all. Okay then, well that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.